I'm Mr. Price, teacher of English Language and Literature here at Alpha. Someone who's interested in English language and literature is someone who has a genuine passion for fiction and non-fiction texts. Someone who enjoys deconstructing poems, plays and prose to uncover different levels of meaning. And someone who's interested in and enjoys creative writing, which is one of the main differences between this course and English literature. Over the 2 years studying this course, you will look at a post-war play focusing on social conflict, a true crime story about homicide, a poetry anthology spanning hundreds of years focusing on changing societies, Shakespeare's King Lear and Margaret Atwood's The Handmaid's Tale, a dystopian novel in which every detail is inspired by real life events. You'll also have the opportunity to complete creative writing modules. Finally, independent study is crucial in this course, as you will need to produce a genre study for your non-examination assessment, in which you will choose two books to study and choose your own focus of analysis for.
Hello everyone, my name is Mr. Thomas. I teach media studies here at Alpha School. Now, media studies is a very popular subject at sixth form. It's got broad appeal for students because it doesn't just focus on media theory, but it also allows you to develop your creative sort of talents as well. Across the 2-year course, you will learn about many different media industries. This includes film, television, video games, advertising, and newspapers. You will learn how to deconstruct various media texts. You will be exposed to new terminology, and you will look at the way in which different groups are represented across different media as well. The coursework element to media studies gives you the ability to demonstrate your creativity. This could mean that you create something like your own magazine. You come up with an original idea for it and you make the front cover, the contents page and an additional page. And that accounts for around about 40% of your overall grade. And it's again something that pupils tend to really enjoy because it focuses on the importance that the media plays in society. It gives you a good understanding of the theory behind it, and it allows you to demonstrate that creativity as well. Please give it some thought, and we look forward to seeing you soon.
Hello and welcome to A-Level English Literature.
You will study Shakespeare's tragic play King Lear in Year 13. Arguably the most moving and brutal of his tragedies, the play is as relevant now as when it was first performed more than 400 years ago in 1606. So why is the play still relevant? Themes including justice and human cruelty still resonate, as do ideas about power, authority and political corruption. On a very personal level, it's a play about parents and children and how sometimes trust is misplaced and abused. It also focuses on old age, madness and family dynamics, as well as our appetite for self-destruction and our desire for redemption. Certainly plenty to get thinking about the human condition. And let's not forget, you'll be analysing some of the most beautiful and profound language ever written. So why study Shakespeare, or indeed any literature? If you're interested in literature, you probably have an interest in reading. In fact, you probably love reading. We all have a favourite novel or a short story that we feel speaks to us on a personal level, perhaps telling us more about ourselves than any of our family or friends ever could. As your love of reading expands, you'll want to know more. Studying literature can help quench this thirst for knowledge. It could also spark a lifelong love of literature, where you discover more authors, poets and playwrights than you ever imagined possible. And on a practical note, an A-level in English literature provides you with an extensive range of transferable skills, which are as relevant in a wide array of professions, including the media, journalism, law and teaching. The ability to communicate effectively, analyse precisely and empathise successfully are all valuable skills learned while studying literature. It's also recognised as an important and respected academic qualification by colleges and universities. Do you want to understand the best and sometimes the worst of human achievements, to discover a little more about human consciousness throughout history, and maybe something about yourself? Then English literature is for you.
As part of the course, we'll also study poetry. Poetry is about communicating. It teaches us how to deal with things. It teaches us how others respond to a situation. It shows us how we're all similar and connected with our experiences. We'll study poems by famous and well-respected poets that give us an interesting and unique insight into their perspectives of life, society, people and experiences, all condensed into a short text. Poetry appeals to a wide audience and explores how we think and how we feel. Rising to the challenge to explore and investigate these perspectives will provide an enriching insight into our world.
Hi everyone, I teach the drama component text on the A-level literature course, which is Tennessee Williams' play Streetcar Named Desire. In each of our lessons we read the work as a whole class, we discuss its themes and its language, and we spend time considering the contextual background of the play, in this instance the history of the United States in the 1940s. With this play, which is partly autobiographical, we often consider the details of Tennessee Williams' life and think about how this might affect his writing. I think one of the most exciting things for us, though, at A-Level has been to start thinking about literary and critical interpretations as a way of understanding the play in wider contexts. Our classes have been really productive, I think, and the pupils have proved really open to the challenges of learning how to study literature and critical theory at A-Level.
As well as this, we will also study Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte at AS level. So this is a classic novel and we'll be delving into the characters and themes within the novel. We'll also look at Bronte's life and what influenced her as a writer and the background in which she wrote. With the work on critical theory, this will continue into our work with Jane Eyre and we'll be looking at critical interpretations of the novel. As well as all of these texts, there will be a coursework element which will be based in Year 13. We really hope to see you all next year studying A-level English Literature. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Mr Thomas. I teach film studies here at Alpha School. Now, film studies is a very interesting, very challenging course for those pupils who have a strong interest in film and want to take that interest a little bit further. Throughout the course you will be studying a range of European and American films. You will learn how to deconstruct films. That means looking at the use of cinematography, editing, sound, lighting and mise-en-scene. Furthermore, you will learn about how different groups are represented in these films. That might mean looking at the way in which different genders, ethnicity, ages are being represented. And perhaps most interestingly of all, you'll learn a little bit about the context of films as well. That means the sociological context in which the film is made, the historical, and also the institutional context. Basically what that means is what was going on in society at the time in which the film was being made. Now, the film studies course also has a creative element to it as well. For those of you who are really creative minded, the coursework element covers filmmaking. You learn how to make your own sort of film sequences. You will also learn as well how to write industry standard scripts. I hope you give it some thought. It's a very interesting course. It's very popular with some of our students. Thank you.
Hola a todos, bienvenidos a Alfa. Yo me llamo Señora Smart y soy profesora de español aquí. Tengo mucha ilusión de conocerlos en septiembre.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Madame John. J'enseigne les langues ici à Alpha. J'ai hâte de vous rencontrer. Et voilà.
Okay, so why come to Alpha for study a modern foreign language? Well, firstly, we're all subject specialists and we all teach both languages. We will offer you 10 hours a fortnight of Spanish, 8 will be with your subject teacher and 2 with a foreign language assistant. We will also offer you work experience opportunities in Spain, in Cadiz, and we also do discrete grammar lessons, which, let's be honest, grammar is the backbone of any language.
Shwmae, Miss Thomas ydw I, a dwi'n addysgu'r Gymraeg yma yn Olchfa. Welsh A-level is a great way to continue your bilingualism path. The Welsh Government have set a target to reach 1 million speakers by the year 2050. This target, though it may be ambitious, will provide us with more opportunities to use the language within society. It will also allow us to celebrate and embrace our culture and heritage more frequently. Welsh is becoming increasingly important within the workplace, and there are now more opportunities to use the language across all sectors. Even outside of Wales, bilingualism is a great skill to foster, and reflects your adaptability and resilience in communication. We would be delighted to support your continued efforts to learn the language and become 1 in a million.
Mrs Williams ydw I, and as Miss Thomas has said, taking Welsh AS level is a fantastic way of continuing in your bilingual path. So Welsh AS at Olchfa is a small, friendly class with plenty of teacher support. There are 3 units of work. An oral exam based on a film, a coursework project on a topic of your choice, and a language exam similar in many ways to your GCSE Unit 3 and 4. Pupils find that the step up to AS is very manageable, and they really enjoy learning more about the culture and the history that we study during the course. The workload is really balanced across the year, and we are here to support you every step of the way. We are really looking forward to giving you a warm welcome in September, and please get in touch if you have any more questions.
Diolch.
Diolch.